So after attending the Bridge, I learned that following Jesus is more about a relationship than it is a religion. My name is Drew Smallacombe. I'm married to Courtney Smallacombe, and I have two children, Natalia and Amara, with our third child on the way. Yeah, we've been here in Boerne, Texas for almost 3 years now. I'm originally from Philadelphia, Pennsylvania, raised there until I was 18 when I decided to join the military, and I was stationed out in San Diego, California for 9 years. Growing up for me looked like every other household. I had a mom, dad, brother, sister, and raised in the Catholic Church. Religion was more of a requirement than it was a relationship, and never believed in God and never believed in anything to do with religion. I was just completely against, and it was just not my thing, and I didn't feel like I was a part of the group. Joined the military due to a belonging. I wanted to belong to something, and I wanted something more out of life, and I wanted something more out of myself, really. But I never had that fulfillment. And when I was in San Diego, I met Courtney. I knew she had a daughter at the time, and she had a 6-month-old daughter, Natalia. You know, it was a long distance. She lived in Dallas and I lived here in California. One thing that I learned when we first started dating was that she was a Christian, she believed in God, and I did not. And that was something early on in a relationship that we just accepted. She had her way and I had my way, and we were not gonna push each other's beliefs on one another. It was that for quite a bit. In 2020, I was planning on getting out of the military, and I knew I wanted to move to Texas. We started looking at new build houses just to look, because we wanted to just see what was out there. And it only took a couple hours of looking around Boerne to find out that this was the place that we wanted to call home for our family. One thing that Courtney asked was, will you go to church with me? Will you go to the Bridge with me? She found the Bridge online, and I decided to just jump right in. And the first couple services I went to, I walked away still feeling the same, that I was alone in a crowded room, and this was not for me, and I was not accepted. I was not a part of this environment, and I never would be. Soon after that, I attended the Bridge again the following week. So Aaron Collins got up there and he began speaking, and he talked about his sister who had an eating disorder. And he spoke about, you know, the woman who was sick in the Bible, who was sick for 12 years. Everything he was saying was just so prevalent in my life, and it began to feel like it was the first time that God spoke to me and he said, like, this message is for you. Like, this is for you. Because I have a sister who has an eating disorder as well. At this time, she'd been sick for about 12 years, and it's always been very prevalent in my life. And this led to me going up to Jared Patrick after one of his messages and asking him, what do I do? How do I believe? I just asked for help. And that turned into weekly discipleship with Jared. I learned that it's more about the relationship versus the religion. Relationship between you and God is the most important part. God has poured so many blessings and continue to pour so many blessings into our life, starting soon after I accepted God into my heart. Was blessed with an amazing Bridge group to kind of walk alongside me in this process as a new believer, which led to my baptism the following year. Soon after that, adopting my daughter Natalia. Continuing on from there with having another child, Amara. I want this story to reveal Jesus, because all I want to do for the rest of my life is reach out to the man I used to be. Tell him that he's not the exception, that he's not the one that doesn't belong, and that no matter how much he might push God away in his life, that he still has a plan for you, and he's still there for you, and he loves you. And as soon as you're ready for him, he will welcome you with open arms.